Hey there, everyone! Welcome back to our channel, where we break down complex financial concepts into simple, easy-to-understand ideas. If you've been following along with us, you know that investing can be a great way to build wealth over time. But today, we're diving into a specific dilemma that many investors face. Should I reinvest my dividends or take them as cash? Now, that's a question that can really impact your investment strategy and your overall financial goals. So, let's unpack this together. To get started, let's ask ourselves, what are dividends and why do they matter? But more importantly, how do you decide what to do with them? Alright, let's break it down. First off, dividends are essentially a portion of a company's earnings paid out to shareholders. They can be a great sign of a company's health, indicating that it has enough profit to share with its investors. Companies like Coca-Cola and Johnson & Johnson are famous for their consistent dividend payments, which can be a big draw for investors. Now, the two options you have when it comes to dividends are take the cash and use it however you like, maybe treating yourself to a nice dinner or saving it for a rainy day. Reinvest those dividends back into the stock, buying more shares of the company. Let's dive into each option and look at the benefits and drawbacks. First, let's talk about taking cash dividends. One of the biggest advantages here is immediate liquidity. You get cash in hand that you can use right away. If you need funds for living expenses, debt repayment, or simply want to enjoy the fruits of your investment labor, cash dividends can be really appealing. However, there are a couple of downsides. By taking cash, you're missing out on the potential for compounded growth. This is where the magic of reinvesting comes into play. Now, let's look at reinvesting dividends. One of the most compelling arguments for reinvesting is the power of compounding. When you reinvest dividends, you buy more shares, which in turn can generate more dividends. It's a cycle that can lead to exponential growth over time. For example, let's say you have 100 shares of a company that pays a $1 dividend per share. If you reinvest your dividends, you'd have the opportunity to buy more shares. So, if the stock price is $10, your $100 dividend would buy you 10 more shares. Now you have 110 shares, and the next time dividends are paid, you'll earn even more. A study by Fidelity Investments found that if you had invested $10,000 in the S&P 500 index back in 1980, your investment would have grown to $1.5 million by 2020, assuming dividends were reinvested. However, if you had taken the dividends as cash, your investment would have grown to only $600,000. That's a significant difference. So, what should you consider when making your decision? Here are a few key factors. 1. Your financial goals. Are you looking for immediate income, or are you focused on long-term growth? If you're younger and have a longer time horizon, reinvesting might be the way to go. But if you're nearing retirement and need income, cash dividends may be more beneficial. 2. Your tax situation. Dividends are generally taxed as income, whether you take them in cash or reinvest them. However, depending on your tax bracket, reinvesting might push you into a higher tax bracket, which is something to consider. 3. Market conditions. If you believe the market is going to experience significant growth, reinvesting could be more advantageous. Conversely, if you think the market is going to decline, taking cash might allow you to preserve your capital. For diversification, if you already have a well-diversified portfolio, taking cash dividends might help you invest in other opportunities outside of your current holdings. In summary, the decision to reinvest dividends or take them in cash ultimately depends on your individual financial goals, circumstances, and market outlook. There's no one-size-fits-all answer. What works for one person may not work for another. So, take the time to evaluate your situation and don't hesitate to consult with a financial advisor if you need help navigating this decision. Remember, investing is a journey, and every decision you make can lead to new opportunities for growth.
If you found this video helpful, please give us a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel for more financial tips, and share your thoughts in the comments below.
Have you chosen to reinvest or take cash dividends? We'd love to hear your experiences. Until next time, happy investing!